Right, we're here again. Good afternoon to you, and it's Good Afternoon Ghana coming to you live from the studios of Metro TV. And this afternoon, what's on the table on Good Afternoon Ghana are two things. One has to do with Menzgold customers who have been giving some assurance that they're going to be getting payment of about 5 million Ghana cedis. Now, how is that going to be done, or what are the issues arising from this? The second one also has to do with the Akonsombo Dam spillage and the support that's going in. Well, just one group of companies that Metro TV, of course, is also a member of the group, is also donating to the victims or affected victims. Will be going there live for updates and what exactly is going on there. Shadrach Odami Ejari will come through to bring us some more details of how the spillage. And remember that the whole weekend that you went sleeping, dancing, eating, and relaxing, people were still feeling the pinch of the spillage. The spillage continues unabated. And so until the water levels go down, it's not going to break. So know that the water levels keeps rising. So what's going on there? We'll bring you details of that one as well. For now, let's go for a break. When we come back, we'll get into talking about these two issues. Right, you're welcome back to the program. It's Good Afternoon Ghana once again. And let's start off with Menzgold. And I'll give you, headlines of some newspapers captured that Menzgold was coming through with a payment of 5 million Ghana cedis. So we had a custodian today. It said Menzgold presents 5 million Ghana cedis to pay customers. Daily Guide said, we've paid customers 5 million Ghana cedis, Menzgold. We've paid customers 5 million Ghana cedis at Menzgold, and it comes with a picture of Nana Pia Mensah. The New Crusading Guide said, Menzgold makes first batch payment of 5 million Ghana cedis to its customers. And then we also had the Herald newspaper saying, Menzgold hands over 5 million Ghana cedis to the Ghana Police Service to pay its customers. So those are the headlines that Menzgold actually captured about Menzgold to customers. That customers should be expecting that payments of about 5 million Ghana cedis will be paid. Let's go for the media release that was given by Menzgold, signed by Nana Pia Mensah himself, the CEO of Menzgold, and it says that following a successful transactions verification exercise conducted from the 10th of August 2023 to 14th of September 2023, we're happy to note that 5 million Ghana cedis, which constitutes our first bulk payment batch, has been successfully made. So additionally, full refund of the 82 clients who purchased the Menzgold verification digital access card prior to our company grant same for free shall be completed tomorrow, 21st of October 2023. Please be advised that the 5 million Ghana cedis first payment tranche, 2.5 Ghana cedis, is for the account of a full and final settlement of promised judgment debt to certain Menzgold indebted to individuals cannot see this well, but it says that in a suit number CMPRPC/0835/2019, the High Court of Ghana, Commercial Division Ghana, whereas the other 2.5 is in favor of over 100 individuals. Now, based on the above, it can safely be noted that the payment range is between 4,000 Ghana cedis to 2.5 million Ghana cedis. Now, may I congratulate all Menzgold cherished clients, well-wishers, and the general public as we give thanks to the Almighty God for this notable feat. Now, I further humbly urge all to note that we shall continue to count on your fervent prayers. kind cooperation, support, and constructive criticisms when need be, as we strive to achieve a 0% Menzgold debt liability, God willing, before the end of next calendar year. Now, thank you for your kind cooperation and understanding in this matter. Nana Apia Mensah, signed, CEO of Menzgold. So that's the release that has been given or signed by the CEO, Napia Mensah, probably known as number one, to its customers and in the statements to Ghanaians in general. Frederick Forsing is the secretary to the disgruntled members of Menzgold customers, and he's joined us via phone. Frederick, thank you for your time. You're welcome to Good Afternoon Ghana, and good afternoon to you. I hope all is well. Where are you now? And what updates can you give us as far as your payments is concerned?
I just left the Attorney General's office. All in respect of this number one case in the court issue.
You just left the Attorney General's office. Was it a meeting between the customers and the Attorney General, right?
Yes, we met the Deputy AG on the latest development, then some other letters also from Yoko.
I'm sorry. Please position yourself well and kindly speak up.
Is it okay now, please? Hello?
Okay, I'm still having some feedback, scratches feedback.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's better now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
So all is in respect of the latest development, i.e. the payment to the CID office by number one. This morning we met the CID, the head of the FFU, on this matter. The actual amount deposited to the place was 2.5 million Ghana cedis, and not 5 million as you read from the communique. That money was sent there on Friday and was sent to the Bank of Ghana based on the advice of the AG. And so on coming Friday, that's the 27th of October, we shall go to court. The number one case will go back to the court, at the High Court. Then they would inform the court about this development. Then we shall take it from there.
So with the amounts, let me just raise what number one wrote in his statement or captured in his statement. He said,
it's inaccurate.
All right, are you listening? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
So he said, please be advised that of the 5 million Ghana cedis, the first payment tranche of 2.5 is for the account of a full and final settlement of a compromised judgment debt to certain Menzgold indebted to individuals or indebted to individuals, and in a suit number. So that's the court case, which he has quoted the court number, which quotes the judgment debt, and it says the High Court of Ghana, Commercial Division, Accra, whereas the other 2.5 is in favor of over 100 individuals. Right, so I think that's the only breakdown he gives us as far as the 5 million Ghana cedis is concerned. So the 2.5 is for judgment debt, and then the other 2.5 is for some 100 individuals. What's the difference?
So I mean, he's trying to play smart here. I mean, you have to speak truth. The money you actually sent to the FSU unit was 2.5. In fact, there was even a shortage of 5,000. It was later on that Niama paid. I've been shown all the receipts, the payment receipt and all that. It was later on that Niama added the 5,000 cedis. So he couldn't have created the impression in the media that he deposited 5 million Ghana cedis to the police. If you have paid your judgment debt, what has that got to do with the Ghana police? Because, Annie, from what you just read, and it's creating the impression since Friday. Even though I remember Friday, the interview that I granted you, you were the first person, when I walked out of the FF unit, I granted the interview and corrected that wrong impression. Because everybody knew that Namwan has sent 5 million Ghana cedis to the police, which is not the case.
Right.
It's inaccurate.
So how exactly are you dealing with Namwan in terms of this payment? Because everything seems like unreal. He comes first to say that there's a digital platform where you have to, access proof that in fact, you are a customer, you own this amount, and then it's be paid you. And then, people enter and they are told that they will be paid in 2 years. And then later, what is the arrangement like?
And that is his problem. I can't advise him. I don't know the kind of professionals he hired to assist him in whatever he does. But it appears there is too much comedy of errors. Whatever he comes out turns out not to be the reality. So these are the facts. In fact, and I'm really disappointed in Niama, his former or current PRO. As of Friday, he was calling into radio stations and telling people that they are doing payment at the police headquarters. There are media friends who called me and said, Fred, rush to the police headquarters. There's payment going on. We want you to go and confirm. Meanwhile, there's nothing like that. And you are the very person who went with the money. To the extent that today, and now I have her authority. Today, she showed me the communication, the receipt that when he paid the money, they issued to him. The security personnel who actually received the money, the shortage that were noted, and in his own handwriting, the 5,000 cedis he added to make the money even 2.5 million Ghana cedis. How could you come back to the media and inform the media that he sent 5 million Ghana cedis to the police? Anyway, he also added a list of 108 people to that very money. But in briefing that we had this morning, based on the advice of the Attorney General, they were instructed to go and pay the money at the Bank of Ghana. And so they did that. So on Friday, which is the 27th that we are going back to court, they shall present the receipt to the court and inform the court about this latest development. We want to urge all customers. A lot of people were around the place this morning. They should be calm. There's no payment taking place at the FFC unit. They should be calm. Nobody will be first. Nobody will be last. We want equity. One of the things we are doing with this fight is that we want justice. So nobody will go ahead of anybody. There should be equity. And if your money is 1 cedi, you shall receive it. If your money is 1 million, you shall receive it. So they just have to be calm and trust what we are doing. Fortunately, today, when your call came, I was just with the AG. We moved out of the place and we are on this a call. We believe that they were also very, very ready to ensure that the right thing is done and that no customer is cheated and that everybody will receive what is due him or her.
Your meeting with the Attorney General today, was it to, cross-check what has been given to the police and reconcile everything before payments begin? And what exactly transpired at the meeting?
Yes, it's one of them to cross-check with him for him also to confirm. Then last week I had a meeting with him. There are some new developments. That one, it will come out. We are not yet there. So after discussion with him, we had to move to the FFU. He directed I should go there to do further discussions. Then we had to come. I came back today to report to him. Then also on this payment issue and the list issue, what they have resolved to do. We have also made a representation to them that we want a proper bailout from the president. So we have put that request also across. It's something we are working around it through his office and the presidency, and we want them to carry the message for us. So, and because we are going to court on Friday also, we have been collaborating with his office and the director of. We need to cross all our T's and dot all our I's before Friday. So these are some of the things that we have been doing ever since the case moved to the High Court. So I usually come here to have those meetings.
You were really toned down, so I could hardly hear some of the words you were picking.
What I'm saying is that
Great.
because is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, since the case was filed, the new 9 charges, we have been cooperating with them, the Attorney General's office and the Director of DPP, the Public Prosecution, and we are going to court on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to cross all our T's and dot all our I's in respect of serving the other party, that is number one office, with certain documents. And also, we are asking them to, we have already petitioned the president for a bailout. And so we are also talking to the Attorney General. They are the legal representatives of the president to also lead in that discussion on behalf of the customers.
I know
And
that on the 7th of September 2023, just about a month ago, there's a story that we captured that aggrieved customers of Menzgold were appealing to Nanado to intervene in retrieving their locked up cash while the criminal court proceedings against Nana Piamensa of the defunct company continues. The aggrieved customers made the call following the new charges sheet filed against Nana Piamensa by the state, popularly known as Namwana Apiamensa, who is accused of swindling thousands of Ghanaians who patronize his gold dealership business, has been slapped with 39 counts of defrauding by false pretense, engaging in gold trading without a license, and the money laundering. Now, let me just find out from you, out of the 39 charges that he's slapped with, which one is he, paying from? Which of the charges is he now trying to redeem himself from?
That one, unfortunately, I don't know because I'm not a lawyer. And the only note he added to the money was the list of customers that he said they should be paid. But that one, yes, he has said what he wants, but he thinks, but the Attorney General will also have to look at the law and the position of the law and the current case pending, or the case pending before the court now. So they will have to look at what does the law say and what must be done. Is the more reason why they want to show the receipt of that 2.5 million to the court, for the court to take a decision on it, whether they should go ahead and pay those lists that he brought, or the proposal from the customers that let's accumulate more, let's encourage him to bring more. Then when he accumulates, then we shall use the rod of equity to ensure that everybody receives his or her money. So that is it. On the issue of the bailout, yes, we petitioned the president, but since the case is sub judice, we believe that the Attorney General's advice or his counsel in this matter will help. Is the more reason why we are engaging them. And also, even though Parliament is coming, we also want them, it should be a cooperative something, because, this is a national issue. So Parliament on the 31st of October, they are also coming, and they are all working towards one goal. And we want to be sure that at the end of the day, customers get what they want.
Do you have a list of the persons who are to benefit from this 5 million, whatever amount he has released for it to be paid to customers? You have the list?
I was shown the list, but I don't have it in my custody. But I was shown the list. I perused it.
You were shown the list?
Yes, I was shown the list this morning. I perused it. I went through all and saw there are 108 in all.
There are how many?
108
customers. So this
108.
Okay, so 108. So this 108, have they gone through this digital platform that Namwan said he provided for so-called members to, verify themselves through that platform before payments are made? Have they gone through that?
Thank you very much. This is a very important question. That list has nothing to do with so-called illegal verification, 650 things that he brought. No, it has nothing to do with that. And so his propaganda that those who did the verification and Yama spreading that, it has nothing to do with. We have said, I think Friday, your station has said, no customer is disqualified, irrespective of whether you did his verification or not. We have been long verified in 2019. We went to his offices across the country and we submitted our documents. After that, he gave us a receipt that document is valid today. And so, in fact, he is under instruction to refund the people that he extorted the 650 Ghana cedis for. He's under instruction to refund those monies to them. So this payment has nothing to do with the so-called verification pay boys scam thing that he brought. No. He's only seeking to pay off the customer that he owes.
You're saying those who tried using the platform for verification, monies that have been taken from them, he's expected to refund those monies to them.
He's under instruction to refund those monies to them.
Who gave him those instructions?
We met him on Twitter Space Conversation. We petitioned the IGP. Our information is that some security experts have advised him to refund the money. So I remember, I think when you read the press release that you indicated, he said that on the 21st of October, he was going to refund this money. I'm sure there's a line in there like that. I read something like that.
But customers who actually use that platform, didn't they know or remember that they had been verified already way back in 2019?
You know, people are desperate. And it's not some of us that once bitten, twice shy. People are desperate. Okay? And so people will fall prey. Even this Friday, these people are going about still asking people to come and pay. If your name was not in the 101 list you sent there, if we still want you to be considered, come and pay. Even my name is being used somewhere that I am asking people to, but that's not my nature. I don't do that. I don't ask people. For 5 years, I've never asked anybody taking a phone to ask somebody to give me a penny. No, I don't do that. So people are desperate. And you know, in Ghana here, anything coming from number one, even though the media and method to be teachable, of all that you are doing, people still fell for his tricks. So that is it.
Exactly the question. It is the same desperation, frustration, people call it greed, that made you fall for the situation that we're dealing with now. Considering the fact that NAM1 had gone through several warnings from SEC and the Bank of Ghana, and you still use the same frustration and desperation to fall for, tricks that come from the same person. Why?
So that is why it is important that the very source, the very thing which the object of temptation ought to be cut off. Because even the God who created this world knew that man is weak. So the very object of temptation ought to be dealt with and not to be given juicy warnings and those things that we have witnessed for the past 5 years. And you could imagine we are petitioning the whole IGP of the Republic of Ghana of this recent criminal acts. And to date, she has never been invited. Aren't you disappointed? Until I wrote on social media and copied the AG and the police Facebook that if by close of day, the 29th of August, they don't act, we shall march the military high command for action. It was 3 hours later that the police started taking action. And I reminded them that they will wait for this man to scam us again. Then they will come and accuse us of being warned. It was after that post that they started taking action, which culminated in the filing of the 39 new charges. So the object of the scam ought to be dealt with. Because even the God who created the world knows that man is frail.
So you're admitting that Menzgold customers who have been duped are frail?
Everybody. I mean, everybody. Every human being, it's not only Menzgold customers. Everybody is weak. Man is a weaker vessel. Everybody is weak. That is why we have the state to protect us. I'm not defending them. They also, I don't know what is wrong with us. We are Ghanaian. I don't know what is wrong with us. From all that we have said, or from even there were times we had to do audio messages on platforms. In one of them, Naman decided that this Fred guy is so stubborn. If we pay him off, he will shut up. They had a meeting. I had to bring it out that he shouldn't even worry himself paying me. Because I should be the last, I and my leaders should be the last person to be paid. We want everybody to be paid. Because this is a guy, he thinks that he can use any dubious strategy to get away with whatever he wants to do. Even that one, people fell for it. So I'm not defending our customers as such, but it appears the object of the trap is so powerful that the victims are not able to defend themselves. But we have a state that has the power to deal with the object of the trap. Why do we sit down for 5 years? And recently what he did?
The state that had the power called you to order and came in by giving you a series of warnings, one after the other. That same state is the one that you are now calling for it to come to your aid.
Yes, yes. He has a responsibility. And then as a state, the very thing that you want them to do, they didn't do it. When they fell into difficulty, they call you. It's just like a parent. They cannot renege on their function. So that is it. They cannot neglect us. And yes, I'm a constitution.
Your customer base, you seem very quite organized. When when you go to court and you see the attorney general and some updates are put through, do you meet and speak because you are now venting some frustration or level of frustration about how you don't know what is wrong with some of the customers? Do you brief them with everything that's going on?
Yes, we brief them, but unfortunately, not all of them are on our social media platforms. I mean, my grandmother or my cousin at the castle market who doesn't have an Android phone or he only uses Yamo, some of them don't have a phone at all. So some of them do not know what is happening. But there are others too with PhD, very high class people who still think that they can circumvent the process. As for those people, I mean, that is another conversation.
Hello,
So
Frederick.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
So what I'm saying is that we do have meeting. Coming Sunday, we shall have a general meeting at the Christ Apostolic Church at La Paz. And so through those meetings, we do educate our people. And sometimes when you give us a platform, we do. But there are others, it appears they don't listen to anything. Others too, they decide that, oh, this platform you are even giving, they will not even listen to it because they believe or they want to circumvent the process. And when they go, they are scammed. I know people in the face of all that we are saying, they were still paying 50,000 to some. You see, now one has surrounded himself with a certain group of people.
He has surrounded himself with what?
A certain group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears those people, when they take the phone and tell you that, give us so and so amount, we shall take you to an amount to pay your money, people do believe them. They have become like agents. Last time I was shown a conversation that there's a certain lady by name Bertha. They said she's at P office. When you go and do the free validation and you see invalid, then they will send you a message that if you want to be considered for payment, go and see this Bertha. Before you go to Bertha's office, they said the office around East Legon, they will collect all your phones so that you cannot record whatever happens. Then they ask you to come and pay 20%, 10% of your existing investment before you can be considered. And people believe these lies and they fall victim. We have reported this thing to the police. Why are they still operating? I mean, that's my problem. Why are they still operating? This gentleman circulated 5 phone numbers. I am not a security person, But I wonder whether any of our security institutions or personnel have ever taken the phone to call to find out the modus operandi of this so-called payball and the verification exercise. If they have done that, why haven't we heard anything from them? So it's like we are fighting our own fight until Attorney General hears of us and sometimes comes to our aid. That's the problem, honey. So if we blame the customers, we should also blame the very state institutions that we have given them power to work. And the sad narrative is that some of the security personnel are also victims. You remember we called for the reversal of the state security operatives around Namwan. Have you heard anything from them? Because the very person that you are charging him before the court, you are giving him state protection. Which country on earth is this thing happening? Why?
Right. So Fred, finally, what's next?
For now, we have a little hope. He has deposited 2.5 million at the FSU. We want to encourage him to bring more of those monies, because if you look at the 39 charges, one of the counts, he personally appropriated 130 million Ghana cedis into his personal account. We believe those monies are easily retrievable, because we don't know the purpose of that money, the use of that money. It has nothing to do with Menzgold. He also appropriated 66 million cedis to his sister. All these monies are retrievable. So if today he has brought 2.5 million Ghana cedis, he should bring more of the money. After all, the total money in court that we are dealing with now is 1.68 billion Ghana cedis. So the 2.5 million that he has brought is just a drop in the ocean. So we want to encourage him that he should bring more of the money and deposit them at the FSU so that it could be used to pay the customers. And we want to urge our customers. And am I online?
Yes, you are.
We want to encourage our customers. They should calm down. The anxiety should be reduced. This is the time that if they don't take care, somebody will scam them. Like I said a while ago, people using my name and my other colleagues' name that they should bring money. No. From now, once outfit, they can also come and tell them that if you pay this money, we will let you be considered. Don't you see we have already sent 2.5 million? They know. Just be calm and let's all follow the process and ensure at the end of the day, nobody will be first, nobody will be last.
So we're waiting. So we're waiting for the Attorney General to reconcile with the police, and then the court will determine whether that amount that Anamwan has released is enough for it to be released to customers, or we'll have to wait a while for them to add on to it, and then payments will start being made.
Exactly. So we are waiting on the Attorney General. I'm sure by Friday we'll know what's the final decision.
How long are you waiting for? Because as you said, customers are frustrated.
Yes, we are going to court on Friday. We are going to court on Friday. And I believe that customers will agree with me that it's better we allow for more money to be accumulated to ensure payment rather than rushing for few people to receive their money, because everybody has fought, okay? And so they should just accept, at least they should now have the hope, because for 5 years when there was nothing, then we said that there would be something. They didn't believe us. So that we spoke out of nothing, and now something is coming. So they should now have the hope that after all, this money is retrievable.
All right, let me cross-check this with you. The list of 108, is that the number of the Menzgold customers affected, or there's more?
There is more. Even the coalition alone, we are over 10,336.
You are over 336.
The coalition alone, we are over 10,336.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
That's huge. Okay.
So this was just a decimal, a fraction of even the coalition, yes.
Right.
The coalition of the agreed president.
Great. Fred, we'll leave it here. We're grateful that you came through. Thank you, and I will follow through with you definitely. Thank you for your
Thank you
time.
so much, and for the great work you have done.
Great. I'm grateful as well that you came through. Fred Forson speaks for the aggrieved men's gold customers. His coalition is numbered, as he just gave, over 10,000 people, about 10,336. And the list that he's been shown is just about 108. So you see, that's just a fraction, a small, segment of the whole number of customers that are, aggrieved. Is government going to be able to retrieve all the monies for all aggrieved customers? I don't know. I'm not sure. We're still monitoring to see how that will go. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we cross over to a Konsombo dam spillage situation in the Volta area, as Shadrach will also feed us with the updates of what's going on there. Welcome back to Good Afternoon, Ghana. Now, the Just Pond group of companies will also be joining the number of sympathizers who are already donating to support the at Kosombo Dam spillage victims in the Volta area, especially in the three Tong districts of the Volta region. And Shadrach Odami Ajari is the Metro TV team member that is with the Jospon Group and is coming through with updates. Shadrach, thank you so much for joining us. You're welcome. Good afternoon to you. Where are you as we speak, and what can you tell us?
All right. So, like you mentioned, we are in the North Tongue constituency, specifically in Mepe. So, like we've seen in the past days or in the past weeks, where people come in with their various um, contributions or donations to help with persons that have been affected by the floods. Today, we also have the management led by the managing director for Zoom Lion Ghana, Gloria Auntie, leading her team to donate some relief items to the persons here. So from dustbins to bags of rice, oil, tin fish, and everything that has to do with sanitation, mobile toilet, among others. They brought in all these things to help persons who have been affected. And they are also going to continue with fumigation exercises, or what they call the vector control exercises. So in that plus all the items they brought in is summing up to some 500,000 Ghana cedis. And she says that is their token. They would continue to support victims or affected persons in whatever might or whatever strength they can also carry around. So this morning, we went to the Northern Municipal Assembly or District Assembly where the items were displayed and subsequently continued to the affected areas so we could do a self-assessment and better understand what the people there are also into. Expected some rooms, makeshift rooms where some are also in the classrooms. So all those inspections to give foreknowledge on how the fumigation exercises would also go, and then to understand other needs of the affected persons. So roughly, or in a whole, that is what we tried did here today. And then another thing was the Just One Group or the Zoom Lion Ghana Limited also donated items to staff of Zoom Lion Ghana Limited living in areas that were affected by the flood. So it wasn't just for the affected persons we've been seeing on our screens every day, but staff of Zoom Lion Ghana Limited living along the Volta River or in areas in the 8 affected districts or constituencies were also given some relief items and some cash amounts to also suit their pain or cushion them in these trying times. So DS were on the side. It came after the general donation to the affected persons. And the donation was also received by the Deputy Director General for Menzgold, Seji. He also called on other people to emulate what Zoom Lion Ghana has done. And then if you would even want to do some donation, you would have to come to the relief secretariat. They have a special secretariat for that. So either reach the relief secretariat or the NADMO office, and then they will help you in properly channeling whatever items you are bringing on board. And that was what we actually did
So,
here today,
so,
Annie.
so, so what we're saying is that now there is a relief secretariat established at the North Tongue District Office.
Well, he didn't mention whether it was at the North Tongue District Office, but it's actually a general relief office catering or overseeing the 8 affected areas. So the NADMO is in charge. So once you bring it there, I'm sure from what he was saying, it looks like when someone wants to donate or anyone wants to donate, they just hit any district or constituency, and then whatever item they have, they give them out. So it becomes more centralized. So if it's at point A, it makes it look like whatever donation the person brought in is just for point A. But once you hit up at their office, they are able to decentralize that. So if it's 10 boxes, they know we are giving 1 box each to everybody or 1.5 boxes to everybody. So that is why they are calling for all the items to pass through their office before it is brought to the various locations. Honey.
I'm asking that because we've seen that some benevolent persons who have gone to donate either were in the company of the chiefs or the MP or the people themselves. So I'm not sure if there's an established, since there's a committee now, there should be an established committee or secretariat that's in charge of all the donations that's coming through. But for now, we're not so sure. It's not clear
Well,
who takes delivery of these donations, right?
Yeah, he mentioned that they have the secretariat, but as to where it is actually located, he didn't give details on that. But it is also in the constituency, I'm sure, because we were in the district assembly's office, and then that was where he made the claim. So it should also be in the district assembly. So once you get to the district assembly, they would take charge of the items. And that is why I think Zoom Lion Ghana Limited also went there. So you go there and then they take cognizance of the things you have brought. And then from there, they do the partitioning and then give out to people who need them.
So,
Annie.
so Shadrach, as it is now, for weeks of going through this ordeal, the people of all the affected areas have been deprived of normal life activities. It's been waking up, walking about, and seeing where next food will come from, and going back to sleep in, a very uncompromising situation, right?
Yes, exactly.
Sha-
Because I think today we also spoke to one other student nurse who came in and she was saying she was in school when it happened and then she vacated on Tuesday. So from Tuesday, she's been contemplating on whether or not she would have to come back home. But like you said, where would she call home? Because coming back, she would not have anywhere to lay her head. But she had to join her mom and other siblings in the St. Kizito holding center or the camp. So she joined the mom there and then she's sharing one student mattress with her siblings. And even that, she also raised concern on how to even navigate from the campsite to the Bator Public Hospital if she wants to do her clinicals. And they are charging. I mean, if you want to cross the water to dry land to pick up whether a motorbike, a rickshaw, what we normally call the keke or the pragia, or pick a vehicle to this Batoka Lake Hospital, you would have to pay the canoe paddlers. You pay 2 cities in, they carry you or ferry you across. Then you continue with 4 or 5 cities to the hospital. When you come back, you pay them, and then they ferry you across to the campsite. So those are some of the challenges they are facing, apart from even getting a place to call home at the campsite. For those who would even have to work as for a health professional like this, who would also have to provide healthcare to other people, she would not even be in the right state of mind or have better health on her own. She may not be well equipped to also offer her little help to other people. So it's quite dicey, but they would have to deal with it. And we hope that as the days go by, the water recedes and then they probably return to their homes. Annie.
do you see the military still on site?
Yes, yes. The military is actually on site. They helped us when before we were ferried across the water. They helped us in entering the canoe. So we actually used the metallic canoe from the Ghana Armed Forces, so they helped us ferry across to the campsite and then back. I also saw them helping some traders, some expectant and lactating mothers also cross the water. So yes, the military is on site also providing their help. Annie.
Shadrach Odamia Jaria, we're grateful. Thank you. Continue to follow through and then also feed us with updates from the Volta region. And that has to do with the Akonsombo Dam spillage. And minutes by minutes, Metro TV will bring you some more updates coming in from that area. And the three North Ton district hits. And also, we know that the water is now, forcing itself into about, some 5 more regions as far as the spillage is concerned, but we'll be following up and see how far the damage will go. This all time will allow us here on Good Afternoon Ghana. My name is Ania Frampo. For earlier on, we'll tackle the issue of Menzgold, and also he's saying that he has released about 5 million Ghana cedis to settle customers. Menzgold agrees customers disagree. They think that the money is less than that, but they'll be going to court on Friday for the court to decide if this money should be disbursed, or we'll wait for NAM1 to add on to it before some of the customers are settled, and we'll be following that on that as well. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.